Okay, guys, so yeah, we're gonna keep this a little more quicker today. I wanna discuss the main thing. FAILURE, right?
URE.
So, Daniel, what do you think about failure?
It's necessary. Failure is growth.
Okay. So, do you think you guys to be great without failures?
No. To be
No?
great without failure?
Yeah.
It's
So
impossible.
let's say failure is a result, right? Normally, like you get failure in a result of something, right? Either it's a success or failure, right?
Yeah.
So let's look at the result as a failure. Let's backtrack it. So why did you have a failure?
Miss some keys.
I'm talking about a specific incident. I'm talking about. Let's say,
Oh, okay.
like, why do you fail to do? Like, why did you fail?
Maybe not enough resources or knowledge.
Well, that's a little bit more like a sub kind of like a, but why? Because
Something you didn't foresee happening.
Oh,
because you
okay.
tried,
Oh,
Oh, okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So the reason you had failure because you tried something. If you didn't even try, would you have the failure? Are you getting where I'm trying to get to?
Mm-hmm.
So at Acts, we don't care how. Hey, I don't care how things. Yeah, come on, have a seat. Join the party.
I thought nobody was here. Nobody responded to me.
Oh, we're here.
I was talking outside.
We're moving to 10 by the way next week.
To 10?
We're gonna going back slowly
Oh, 10
to the
a.m.
regular hour. But we have a recording, so I don't want to.
Go.
So, Tawani, what we're discussing today is failure. How do you get failure?
By not trying.
Or trying?
Or trying. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that's a very good
Yeah.
point you made. Some people don't even try, but that's a big failure. That's a different kind of failure. That's a failure in life,
yeah.
right? So I think that's a good way. I'm glad she said it.
Or,
So there's a failure in life, and we can say failure in project, I guess.
Mhm.
As I told you, when you join the company, our training is not going to be about the product. It's more about going to be the mindset. And the way I kind of like came over my thoughts and my fears and stuff, because I just keep on layering things. And once you know the layer all the way to the bottom, then a lot of things don't even matter after that. You understand? So I'm trying to take the stereotype out of it, you know? We're just discussing, hopefully. So we try, and it's a pretty good chance we fail. But the whole thing is we try, right? I want us to be a team is we're gonna celebrate failures here now on, okay? We are not gonna be like take failure as a bad thing. But the thing is, in the society we live in, they kind of like encourage us to be successful, to be the first or the second. But do you know LeBron James? He was, I think, one whole season he was sit out. From his, I think I'm talking about his sophomore year in high school, because he had a bad attitude. So the coach sat him out the whole season, and next year he was great. Because he failed to have a good attitude to work with the team members, right? So, but he learned something. You know what? The first time LeBron James, I was reading something about him. I can't remember. I read so many books, so I can't even keep up with where I learned this thing. When he said the most devastating time he ever had in his life when he lost his first championship. When he got to the championship, he lost it. After that, he won like 3 in a row. Are you getting what I'm saying? He failed. They achieved it, but they failed. So we're talking about acts right now. I'm not talking about life.
Yeah.
I think it's not okay to fail in life, but it's okay to try different things and fail. You understand? So it's okay. So when we try, then what happened? Because we fail. There's a reason we do something and then we fail, right?
Mhm.
Try just to start, right?
That's right.
It's the steps you took.
We make mistakes. That's the reason we fail, right? If we don't make the mistakes, we will be successful. So we're making mistakes. So the second word is mistakes. So let me ask you, making mistakes is okay or not okay normally?
It's okay.
Good.
It depends.
Yeah.
I agree with you half, 50%.
You learn as long as you learn from them.
And they're not.
Actually, I even wrote some notes about it when I came across something. This is something article I was reading, and I read it last night, and I thought, oh, man, this is something I have to share with my team. So mistakes are the main reason we get the failure. But mistake is the main reason you get successful too. Because when you make mistake, you learn one thing for sure. What you're trying to achieve, you don't get it, you learn, this is not the way. You at least learn that, right? Because what happens is, there's like, success is like a lock on it with a bunch of combinations. And you have to keep figuring it out, those combinations. Even you go on top of the success, from my previous experiences, it's very easy to build a company. It's very hard to keep it on top. It's a lot more harder. So what I'm saying is what you guys doing right now is going to be a lot easier. So be ready. This is the time you can make a lot more mistakes. But when you are get to the top, you are one of the best on your field, then you get judged a little bit more, and then you get a little scared to make mistakes, right? So so why do we make mistakes?
Misjudge something?
Well, there's two kind of mistakes normally, but I'll go with, in the end, it goes back to the mindset again, right? So there's two kind of mistakes we can make. Let's talk about right here mistakes. Let's say I give you a project. Hey, this is something I need. Let's say I give you a new guidelines. We have a new program came out, right? And the reason I'm giving you that, so you can read the basic stuff about it. So when you're dealing with a customer, you kind of know what you're talking about, right? But let's say you start reading it, and you lost your attention. You read through it, but you didn't absorb the information because you were thinking probably something else. So it's a mistake, right? So what kind of mistake is that then? Is it a bad mistake or good mistake?
Bad.
It's a teachable mistake.
Mm.
Well, teachable is go back to your mindset.
Yeah,
That's why, remember we were talking about mindset? That's why I'm going back to the mindset, because if your mindset is right,
Routine.
you understand? Yeah, routine and everything, then things will be. So that's going to be a bad mistake because you decided not to pay attention. So, attention, I'll just put attention. It's a bad mistake, not paying attention. Okay, now you made a mistake, but you're uncertain. Is it a good mistake or bad mistake?
It's can't be bad if you're uncertain, so I would say okay.
That'll be a
it's
good
an
mistake. Are you guys getting where I'm trying to go?
Yeah.
You have to pay attention. Even making mistakes is okay, but you have to remember what mistakes you are making. Are you making mistake intentionally, which you can really control, or you're making mistake unknowingly, uncertain, not having enough knowledge about the product? Are you guys getting what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that is the main reason you can get failure either way. But this could be a good failure and bad failure. What is a good failure? There's two types, right? Good or bad. Let's say you decided not to pay attention, that's a mistake. You decided not to do your marketing, that's a mistake, because you don't feel like it. Then you decided not to reply people when somebody contacts you, that's a mistake. These are all your bad mistakes right here. Right?
Like a bad mistake's like showing lack of effort. A good mistake is you need to change your message.
Yeah.
Well, learning.
Or learning, yeah, learn that you need to adapt.
But the thing is, but the main thing comes down to try. You try, you make mistake, you learn from it, and you find a new way. That's a good mistake. But you don't even try, and you're wasting your time and our time, and nothing getting out of it. In the end, you're probably like 2 months later gonna be like leaving the company, not made money and wasted our time, and you're gonna be probably blaming on us. We're gonna blame on you. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's all about your mindset and whether.
Now you guys understand why I pay so much more attention here on mindset versus product. Because once your mindset is blank, I can put like freaking garbage bag here. You guys will sell it, right?
Yeah.
People make money out of garbage. So don't we send our garbage to China? A lot of the stuff, like they get stuff out of it. I mean, they recycle things. I think aluminium, all the cartons and all that, those all goes back to overseas. So that's what I mean. So what is a good mistake? Let's say Shane is posted on Facebook, then he's finding out like 5 other ways, posting things on different, maybe Craigslist or whatever, like trying different sites. Just keep posting. He's not getting a result. Is that a good mistake or bad mistake?
It's good.
Good mistake.
It's a good mistake because he's at least trying to see, how do you think we figured out this method you guys are doing? We just tried. Nobody told us how to do it. When I started the company, we were just trying everything. And that's how, so I'm sure there's at least, we discovered only 20% of the potential. 80% still undiscovered, which we don't even know. I'm sure somebody may be doing it already. So, you understand what I'm saying? Use this, it's on you now. We can keep discovering and share. So we can keep adding to our playbook. So the point I'm trying to make, we're gonna celebrate mistakes here, okay? I want you to guys like discuss your mistakes every week here, openly on the meeting. Hey, these are the mistakes I made this week. I tried this. It's okay. We're gonna celebrate because we found 3 more ways to fail, so we can take it off the book, right?
Yeah.
So if we all are mistaken, like making 3-4 mistakes a day, that's between about 8, 9, 10 people here. We found like 30 ways not to do it next week.
Sharpening the sword.
Are you guys getting? Because we're sharing it with each other.
Yeah.
So we should make a list now, not to-do list,
Yeah.
Not.
or common mistakes list, whatever.
Yeah. Keep it in house.
Like a Hall of Fame or something. Like these are the mistakes people are gonna make mostly. Just give it to all the new employees. You know what I mean?
I think one of the main things is like, but it all falls back to mindset. Is just like to keep, to not feel so discouraged, especially when it comes into this field. To just keep going out there, putting your name out and stuff like that,
because you have
marketing.
to have like an open personality. You gotta be open to anything. You gotta be able to read their personality and see what kind of person they're gonna be beforehand. So you're not talking to them like they're your buddy, but more like business if they want that. So you gotta. It's all about it.
Well, I mean, I call it more like charm.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you don't want to be too. I mean, eventually, if this is your regular customer, keep coming back to you. Yeah, be buddy with him. But do a charm, be charming enough, like this guy wants to talk to you again.
Yeah.
Like, do not be like short about things.
Yeah.
You understand? I mean, that's just like a one of the detail. But do you guys kind of get it? What I'm trying to point today?
Yeah.
This is one of the main things I want you guys, like, we're gonna make it, you guys need to remember, I want you to share that with everybody. It's okay making mistakes. But don't keep making it.
Learn from them.
Yeah.
Learn from them. Because if you're not making mistakes, you're not failing, you're not even trying. Okay? Okay, I'm gonna do one other example. But I wanted to keep very short. So, I'm trying to think what is the best way to. So well, I recorded it, so you can watch that
Yeah.
video. Okay, let me ask you, let's say if I do like 1 week or like a contest, and I say, I'm gonna give you guys $50 for, yeah, it's recording, for lead. Right? And here is $1,000 up front. I'm giving you advance. How many of you guys, and you need to bring me, so how many leads that comes out to 20?
Mm-hmm.
20 leads, right? Not each. So if I give you $50 each lead, I need 20 leads in 2 days. Let's say 3, okay? How many of you guys can get me 20 solid leads I'm talking about, no bullshit. How many of you guys will bring me? Daniel, did you get that? If I say, everybody, I will pay $50 each lead, and you need to bring me 20 leads in 3 days, and I'm giving you $1,000 right now in advance. I'm paying you upfront. How many do you, and these need to be like real solid, basically it need to be the ones you can close, pretty much. You need to close like 70%, because I'm paying you upfront. So I need something quality, right? How many of you guys will be able to bring me, I need leads which out of that, at least 14 of the leads need to be closed, you know? How many of you guys will be able to bring me these in 3 days?
Right now?
Right now, yeah.
I don't think I'm ready to do that, but
I'll try.
yeah. I would.
What about you guys?
I would try. I would probably hold your money for 3 days and be like, here, I can't do it.
What about you?
But I would definitely try.
I mean, I could see half. I could double down maybe, work nights and maybe get there. it'd be, 6 a.m. to 9
Yeah,
p.m.
graveyard.
So let's discuss.
Yeah.
So okay, we have one person who said he can probably do it. He's gonna work day and night. Okay, let me change that to 5 days now. How many of you can do it now?
1 week for 14 leads? I think.
Like 5 days.
Yeah, but 20 in total. 20 solid.
I mean, I would still
14
be working
closed.
day and night.
Yeah,
Especially right
yeah.
now with the way everything's going, yes.
Okay, let me
Back
change that to.
Before COVID, probably yes. Hell yeah.
Okay, what about 7 days now? I'll even give you weekends.
Yeah,
7
I think-
days.
I'm sure we could
I think it's
probably.
doable. In 7 days, I think it's doable. If you have a plan, you get to it.
You invest
Graveyard shifts.
some of that 1,000 into lead generation.
Okay.
Mhm.
So now you guys feel comfortable. 7 days, you guys can probably bring 20 leads and 14 are closable, right?
Yep.
Okay, let's discuss that. Why do you think you guys not feel comfortable you can do that?
I think more than anything because of the situation like that we're in. I think.
No, I'm not talking about situation right now. I'm talking about in general. I gave you $1,000 up front, right? Do you think that gave you some encouragement?
Mm-hmm.
It did? So I paid you up front for 20 leads. So you got the money, you got some encouragement. What is the repercussions if you don't do it?
Take the money away.
Well, you already got the
You
money.
pay back the money.
You have to pay back the money. Right?
Well, you can quit all this.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Okay.
Pay it back with interest.
9.9.
But in the end, you have nothing to really lose, right?
Mm-hmm.
Technically, getting the money, let's say you don't even achieve it, you pay it back. Right? So let's say you close a couple deals and I hold $1,000 back now from your commission. Okay? And I tell you in 7 days, you need to bring 20 leads, 14 closable, otherwise you're gonna lose $50 per lead if you don't do it. How many of you guys can do it now? I'm reversing totally. This is your money. You earned it. This is hard-earned money. And I'm just gonna hold it back. That's you need it probably in 2 weeks for your child or for your rent or whatever. You have 10 days. You need that $1,000. I'm holding it back. And I'm telling you, if you don't bring me this, you lose basically $50 and you just basically divide that 20 by 7 days. So you're basically gonna lose about $150 a day, technically. So let me ask you, how many of you are confident enough you'll be able to bring me? You're pretty confident right now, in 7 days you can bring that. So let me ask you, how many of you guys confident enough to make sure you earned your $1,000?
You gotta be just as hungry.
Yeah.
No, I want to know. I'm asking you this question. Tell me, who can? Do you think, Shane? Do you think you can bring 20 leads with 20 leads with 14 are like real?
Mm-hmm.
I think I can.
And
I
you
think I'm on track right
so?
now, yeah.
So you don't think you're gonna lose your $1,000?
Not all of it, but no, I don't think so.
What about you?
Yeah, I think if it was day and night, it'd be possible.
What about you?
I think the same.
it's doable.
I mean,
It'll,
when you're in situations like that, I mean, you really have to,
Yeah.
go and try to. I mean,
So, but
make
you're
your-
pretty confident that you're gonna more than likely, if you lose, you might lose a little bit, but you're not gonna lose much, right?
Yeah.
Because you have 7 days, you might work like even middle of the night, right?
Yeah.
Posting and try to get solid leads, right? So the point, are you guys getting the point I'm trying to make? It's the exact same situation. Getting 20 leads in 7 days and 14 are good ones. All the situation I changed, I gave you $1,000 upfront. You're gonna basically earn $50 per lead. On the other situation, I held your $1,000 back, and it's gonna cost you $50 per lead if you don't make it. Are you guys getting the point I'm trying to make?
Yep.
You guys, that's where your mindset comes in.
Mindset,
If
Whichever
you-
way you decide to go, it's the same thing. It's
It's
all
the same
about
thing,
mindset.
right?
Yeah,
It
it
is the
should be the
exact
same.
same
It's about
thing.
how you
Mm-hmm.
look at it.
It's the exact same thing. But I bet you're more stressful when you're losing money than you're giving somebody a return for their money, right?
No.
Yeah, I mean, the reward that we're paying for the volume is a bigger reward than the loss here, if you think about it.
Yeah, because
If you're hitting that quota and you get that increase on your split, it's way more than $1,000
Yeah,
you'll
yeah.
be seeing.
You understand?
Mhm.
Because you can think about losing that $1,000, but imagine if you close, let's say 14 deals, and what is the average deal, like 3,000, 4,000? So you can average making at least $800, $1,000, at least. So multiply that by 14, so to lose that $1,000, you're gonna earn 14,000 more. But if I give you the money, you might have to give me back that money. Where did you see the more motivation? Afraid to give me
Giving
back the money, or losing your own money?
The loss.
Are you guys getting
Yeah.
the point I'm trying to make? This is a study in Harvard, basically. I read somewhere a couple days ago. I wanted to discuss with you guys, but I forgot totally. Are you guys understanding the point I'm trying to make?
Yes.
The situation is exact same. You earn same amount of money, and one side I'm giving you money up front, so more than likely you might not even have that $1,000 left in end of the month. I mean, end of 7 days to give me back, and maybe you'll quit, or you may be gonna come and talk to me and like work with you, whatever. But this is how the paycheck people are. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, would you rather have a set salary or
The
percentages?
motivation to get the.
Are you getting? So let's put it that way. Let's say the rule of thumb. I pay you $1,000 a week salaries. How much do you think you have to make the company in order to justify that salary? Daniel, you have a little bit of experience. Let's say I
10
pay
times.
you,
It's 10 times usually
Yeah.
business, right? 10 times. as
10
much.
times.
because payroll are normally on the corporations, they try to keep it under 10%.
Yeah,
Right.
that's my payroll. Too.
So let's put it that way. So it's mean for me to give you $1,000
40,000.
a week, right?
Yeah.
It's mean you have to
10,000.
make me 10,000 or X 10,000. How many loans do you have to close to make X 10,000? I'll say at least 3
Yep.
this week,
Yep.
right?
Mhm.
But you're not getting the salary. Forget the salary now. You're getting your commission. You got 2,500, so you make it to 2.5 times what you would have made as a salary.
Mhm.
Are you guys getting?
That's right.
So if I start paying everybody $1,000 a week, I expect you to bring $10,000 profit to us a week. Otherwise, your salary don't justify in the business world. But if we're paying you after you bringing the money, but we're giving you almost 2.5 times.
Mhm.
So where's our salary now? 25%?
That's right.
But it justifies because you are gonna stay motivated.
Mhm.
The point I'm trying to make is what you guys are doing is not for everybody, okay? You have to be very mentally tough. That's why I'm paying so much attention on your mental toughness, because I just do not want to waste my time with the people trying to encourage them, and you guys just like anything goes wrong
And you're out.
and you're out.
Yeah.
Now you understand why rich are rich and poor are poor? Because rich don't work for paycheck.
Sacrifice comfort
That's right.
for a belief in oneself.
Paycheck is the worst thing you can take. I'll tell you that. It'll change your mindset totally different. Totally different. So that's why we encourage things a little different here. So now do you see where I'm trying to go?
Yep.
We talked about failures first. So what did I tell you? It's okay. Failing is good. But only thing I need you to do, discuss here, so we can make a list of Hall of Fame of our failures. So when the newcomers come, we can show them, hey, these are the failures we already went through, don't do it. So the cycle is not starting all over again. Second, we're learning these are the ways things don't work, right? Because if you're sharing your failures, you're learning from other people's failures too, right? But then we talk about mistakes, right? But there was two kind of mistakes we discussed. You decided not to do it because you don't feel like it, and you did it because you didn't know how to do it. You decided not to do it, or you decided not to pay attention to the things. Let's say Daniel was helping you, or I was helping you, and you decided not to pay attention. That's a mistake on your own. That's a bad mistake. But you listened to everything, but the call went so long with your customer for like almost 45 minutes, you couldn't remember all the things. And now you're trying to copy us and try to talk like basically, there's a saying, fake it until you make it. It's pretty accurate. It's fake it until make it. It's not about having the money. I do it all the time. But I'm not doing it to show people or driving a Ferrari, a rental Ferrari, showing and try to get girls. That's not what it means. The fake it till make it is
Know what you're talking about.
you know what you're talking about with your client until you even don't know it. So if you don't need to be correct, but at least you learn ways. Okay, yeah, I agree. Like whatever the way works for you, so that your client, you don't get caught that you don't know what you're talking about. But at least you learn from that. Okay, my client asked me these things. I need to know this for next one. You understand? So, are you guys understand where we're trying to go? That's why I don't pay attention too much to all these guidelines and things. As long as you guys do these things right, this is going to be peanuts. And then we'll discuss about this. So now you guys understand?
Yeah.
We switched the tables both sides, right? Where do you think you guys were more sure you can get these leads? When you have to pay the money to me, or you got the money up front?
When we lost it, when we would lose it.
What do you think, Tawani? Where were you sure, when I gave you the money up front, or when you were scared to lose the money?
I think
Like-
scared to lose the money more
Yeah.
than anything.
Do you guys remember we talked about fear yesterday?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, why do you think you were scared? That was fear. But what did you do with that fear? You used it on your benefit. Fear alerts you. Hey, you're gonna lose that $1,000. You're gonna need it end of the week and after 10 days for your rent. So fear alerts you. You learn from it, and you start doing things. Change your actions, right? You adjusted it. All right. So I just wanted to stick a little small today, so we can.
Thank you.
You think that was helpful?
Yeah, it was.
Very good.
Now I gotta make hopefully I can close something.